is Mary Savage reporting for Ultracycling magazine. We're doing a ride report on the Natchez Trace 444, which Laura Crawford rode yesterday and the day before, September 29th and 30th, 2023. So she had a 7:10 start time, which was actually a little later. There were people starting at about 4 a.m. on in 5-minute increments. So that actually worked out really well. Laura's very, very competitive, and it was a great opportunity for her to chase people down. It's her very favorite thing. So the downside is at 7:10, there started a huge rainstorm coming through. There was thunder. There were buckets and buckets of rain coming down, which is not really your favorite way to start a race, but Laura persevered. It's a beautiful course. About 2 miles into the course, there's a bridge called the Birdsong Hollow Bridge. It's gorgeous. Included a picture of that. Really nice view. There was a family doing it as a relay. Their daughter chose to do the first leg, and part of it is she wanted to do that bridge. Downside was, of course, that rain experience. So the beginning of the course had a really nice road surface, nice and smooth, but there were rolling hills. So that, of course, slows you down just a little bit up and down, but again, really beautiful. We did have to go charge the Tesla. In Tupelo, we charged the Tesla, so we had a quick stop there, took us off the course for about 45 minutes to an hour. But one thing that Laura set up with her, Laura hates to stop. So one thing she set up is she had a large custom-built water holder that was about 4 bottles worth. So we were comfortable leaving her for that long, knowing that she'd be fueled, knowing that she'd have her fluids, and that she could just carry on. And that's something that she really executed very well. It was a lot of time on the bike, very little time off. So as we went on, we had to come back and pick her up. There's a mandatory shuttle section, as there's about 30 miles that were under construction on the trace. So it was a little bit of a bummer, but we had to stop, pick her up, load up the bike, and drive all the way around to where we were able to rejoin the trace and continue on. So around that time, that's getting to be nighttime, and it was a beautiful evening. We got lucky with a beautiful full moon as it just rose over, big, huge, golden on the horizon as it came up. And it brought a lot of light, so it wasn't quite that dark, oppressing sort of experience that sometimes you get on a really dark night. Really, really gorgeous. We also got to see a lot of animals during that time. There were turkeys and skunks and possums and armadillos, which Laura calls possums on a half shell. There were cows and deers. And John, the other support guy, even saw a bobcat, so that was really a unique experience. However, at night, you also see all kinds of unusual things which may or may not actually be there on this side. So after the night, it was long and it's quiet. Everybody was getting pretty tired as the time went on, but then a beautiful morning dawned, and the trace is a gorgeous, gorgeous scenery spot to be in. Beautiful trees, and then as the sun came up, it was a beautiful misty morning, so you travel through and see just fog rolling around on the hillside. And that really re-energized Laura. So Laura was really executing according to plan. She was holding up her speeds. She was fueling effectively, able to, get all the calories in her, doing her various different fuel methods that we had, some of which were a little sweet. We tried to introduce some savory options just to kind of keep her appetite from getting a little oversaturated with the sugar. And she was just, every time she'd start to flag a little bit, you just get her water, get her fuel, and she would just perk right up and just really just keep motoring on. A lot of people mentioned that they noticed her for a couple reasons. We had the Tesla, which is an unusual support vehicle, first of all. Second of all, she was in a very interesting looking recumbent. And then third of all, they're like, yeah, we just watched her go right by us. So she was really fast and was very competitive, even among the men. So Laura really managed her effort throughout the whole race. She worked really hard, was really consistent, had some negative splits, moving on a little faster and faster as she went. And she really tapped out all the way at the end. So I asked her favorite part, and she said the end, the finish. So she crossed at 9:22, which put her time at 26 hours, 13 minutes, well ahead of her target of 30 hours. Just had put it all out there, finished, laid down on the grass and cried for a minute, and then started celebrating a remarkable achievement of finishing as the first 60-plus woman to ever finish the Natchez Trace ride. Really excited about her accomplishment. Beautiful, beautiful ride if you have the opportunity to participate, and we're just celebrating everything she did.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.